That's my island groove.
What is that called? The island groove?
That's my island groove, yeah. How you doing? I'm Longineu Parsons. You know me as playing for bands like Yellow Card. I've also toured with Tribal Disorder. I've played some gigs with Lou Rawls, Buddy Guy, George Benson, George Clinton, and various other artists.
How long have you been playing?
I've been playing for a total of, wow, it'll be 27 years come February. I'll be 29 in February. And I've played everything from jazz, fusion, funk, rock, pop, metal, death metal, hardcore, classical, a lot of traditional jazz, stuff, and that's how I grew up to be where I am now today.
And
This is my drum kit. I've got my Toccoa wood from Hawaii. Very rare. I like it because they're deeper tones, so they're deeper, so I can get smaller drums but still have them sound, deeper. I've got an 8-inch tom, 10-inch tom, 12-inch tom, 14 floor tom, 16 floor tom, 20-inch gong drum, and a 14-inch snare with a 24-inch kick drum. So I can get some good tones out of it, like deep, what we like to call in the drummer world, some balls behind it. I use Evans Drumheads. I get a nice warm tone out of using coated heads on my toms. And my gong drum here, I use a clear batter head, so I get more of a kick drum tone. Get more of like the gong drum tone out of it. I use my drums, everything plays a part as making it music, the whole music come out, kind of thing. So, you can play solid grooves, or you can, make a combination of your toms and your kick drum and your cowbell and your auxiliary hi-hats or whatever you have to make a full musical piece with just using drums, which is what I had just done, a second ago, was play my version of an island groove, I like to call it, and I used everything around the kit, as being different people almost, but it's really one person. It's kind of a fun groove that I have. That's my drum kit. I have my double kick pedal here. I use single pedal, but for a lot of fills and stuff and, maneuvering around, sometimes I like to do, add a couple little foot things here and there, like a triplet. Or double stroke roll, or just plain singles. And then I have my auxiliary hats set here. And together with this hi-hat, I can come up with some really cool, rhythms like. Auxiliary hi-hats. I've got auxiliary china here, and a third china there. The reason why I have them all spread out, I like them on the left for hitting accents, such as. That's why I have 3 chinas. Got my cowbell here. As you can see, I have my cowbell sitting by my floor toms because I like to have my cowbells by the low end of the drum kit, so I can do certain things. If I wanted to kind of leave and just do my own world of being in a tribe, I would call it. I would do something with a cowbell like this. So close to my floor toms is so when I'm picking up the speed, I can make it sound a little bit like this. That's why I have my cowbell on the right-hand side. Yeah, a lot of it's in my instructional video, and I have a lot more in there too as far as technique and building speed, maintaining the rhythm and not straying off, but keeping it solid and interesting without having to do all the crazy fills in there. Even though they're fun, certain things you can do. One example I do have is a driving groove. The reason why it's called a driving groove is because no matter what happens in the music, that groove is still there and it's still pumping. One of the tracks that I can relate it to would be a George Clinton track that was done a while ago, and this is a little bit of how it goes.
What are you using on your snare now?
On my snare, I have a reverse dot snare set up here. The reason why I chose this head is it's got a kind of a wet tone to it, but yet it still maintains its solidness. Example. Got a really good, really good tone to it. I like it.
And it's tight when you want it to be tight, but then you could also get like a wetness out of it.
It's got a really good wetness tone, and it you could keep its solidness. For drummers like me who come up playing fusion, jazz, and funk, and you get thrown into the rock world a lot, to play a lot of rock tunes, but you still want to kind of maintain your touch and your tone. With this drum head, it enables you to have that tone, but yet keep the solidness behind it, so you can always have that backbone to what you're playing.